good afternoon, good morning, or good evening, wherever you are. Once again, we're back with the episode here, and we want to introduce my guest today. I promise that Life Unscripted is going to be about different life experiences, discovering ourselves, and just talking about life in general. And today, I have a very special guest. My special guest is my lovely daughter. We've walked, of course, having a daughter means you've walked through their life and walked through different challenges, different things that we've overcome, seen her grow, seen how she's been able to face different challenges, and today she'll be talking to us about uh, about herself, about different things. So I'll just let her introduce herself slightly, then I'll introduce what we'll be talking about.
Hello, everyone. My name is McKenna, and I am super excited to be here.
Okay, welcome back here. Now we are so excited, and I know our listeners are also excited to be part of this. I want everyone that is listening to me at this point in time to count for me 8 women who are your friends, and in that 8 women is that statistics show that in every 8 women, one woman will have breast cancer. And then, if I am your friend, I am that woman in that story. I'm that woman that has breast cancer. There's no breast cancer in my family. There's no history of breast cancer in my family, but I got it. So you could be what I'll tell everyone is that really you need to go for mammogram. You could do it for 1 year, every 1 year, or whatever the doctor tells you. But what I'll say also is that I that for me, cancer gave me a chance. Cancer gave me another life to just live my life differently. I would say that is one thing that I probably am even thankful for because it helped me live my life differently. But then again, let's continue um, with our interview, McKenna. So tell us, Zin, of course, I know you because you're my daughter, but the other people here don't know who you are, right? Really, who are you? How many are you in your family? What number are you? Just talk to us.
Thank you. I'm in a family of three siblings. We're four of us. I'm the third born, more so called like the middle child. First daughter.
Mm-hmm.
I have two older brothers and one younger sister. Yeah, that's like a little bit about our big family.
McKenna, you look very confident. Have you always been this confident? Have you always been like this confident about yourself? Or have you even ever struggled with self confidence?
I would say it's been like a building block of identifying and knowing myself.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say I've been able to gain confidence because of knowing Christ,
Mm-hmm.
um, and just finding my identity in God.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I have struggled with self worth and like my purpose and my identity. And I wouldn't say that I'm in a perfect state,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm in a better state than I was before.
Wow. As you
Yeah.
know, talking about like as in I of course I'm going to also learn a lot from you, is that knowing Christ really helped you. At what point did you view as in because you grew up in a family that is a Christian, I'm a Christian. Had you always felt the same? Or did you know Christ from when you were born, or did you make a decision at some point in your life?
I'm a Kingdom Kids child.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so yeah, I've lived with like the morals and the customs of like the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
But then in 2019,
Mm-hmm.
when I was like 13,
Mm-hmm.
I got to study the Bible. So
Wow.
like
Mm-hmm.
in our church, I'm in the ICOC church.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to study the Bible and know the Bible by yourself, and
Yes.
not really what like the pastors or people say about God,
Mm-hmm.
but really for you to have a conviction.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I studied the Bible while I was in high school
Mm-hmm.
in Kenya in boarding school,
Yes.
and then got baptized in September 1st.
Mm-hmm.
So this year I've celebrated 6 years
Wow.
being a disciple.
Wow, that is
Yeah.
teenagers want like this rebellious life, or rather, they just want some. There's some just a life that at times people expect themselves when they're teenagers. And for you being in high school, you are now you're a disciple. You've studied the Bible. You need to live a certain life. Did you feel like you were missing out on something? Did you struggle?
The reasons why I wanted to study the Bible
Yeah.
was in my region back in Kenya. So ICOC, we have like different blocks,
Mhm.
and I was in the northern block.
Yeah.
So the northern block consists of people living in Gedorai, Riru, Kiambu,
Mhm.
those parts.
Mhm.
And in our region, we didn't really, before I got baptized, we didn't have any teen disciples.
Yeah.
And I would question that. I was like, was it just like the older people who God is talking to? Like when back then it was like, for you to speak to God, you need to go through like the priest. And I was
Oh.
like, is it just like our parents, are they the priest and then there's God? And it was just like me being naive in a way.
Mhm.
And that's what, like, one of the things that prompted me to study the Bible,
Wow.
but also for me to get like that relationship with God.
Mm.
I didn't feel like I was missing out at all.
Mhm.
More so, I felt like for the past 6 years, I felt like I've gained so much
Mhm.
than I would have ever gained
Mhm.
or even known myself in any way.
Yeah.
So yeah, for any teen out there, please choose God. You're
Yes.
not missing out on anything, because I feel like, I don't want to say too much,
Yeah.
but like, I feel like coming to the UK,
Yeah.
if I wasn't in church, then I will be lost.
Okay, just just just
Yeah.
just hold it there, because you'll be talking to us later. Okay, but then, as in, like in high school, how did you fit in being yes, this a God fearing girl, and you, of course, you just joined a high school because you got baptized in Form 1 or Form 2?
In Form 1.
In Form 1, so you've
Yeah.
gotten in school, and you have back home. You're used to going to your church. You go there. There are different. There are other dif- different nominations. How did you struggle to find where you belong at that point?
I was in a Catholic high school,
Mm-hmm.
so mass was mandatory.
Yes. And you had never
And
been to Catholic church
yeah, and
before?
I've never been into like going to mass,
Yeah. So it's your first
kneeling
time in high
down.
school?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was like a whole lot of experience.
Mhm.
It was hard because our church itself is non-denomination.
Mm.
So I'm not classed as being a Protestant, being a Catholic,
Mm.
being a ACK or
Mm.
whatnot. And the fact that our church was a non-denomination, then
Mm.
it wasn't known
Mm.
to like
Yes.
more so many people.
Yeah.
So in school, people are like, yeah, what church do you go to? And I'm listing like ICOC. They're like,
What church
what?
is that?
Um, yeah, it was hard to kind of fit in,
Mm.
but I would say there was more so no discrimination on like your belief.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. Yes.
And I came to like, through those years, I realized that like it's not about the denomination,
Mm-hmm.
it's about your belief in God.
That's you'd studied the Bible, and you'd gain like a relationship with God yourself, not
Yeah,
what people told you,
yeah.
but what you yourself you gain a relationship.
I feel like that was just such an eye opener,
Mm-hmm.
knowing that like people believe in one God.
Yes.
Maybe they're Muslims, maybe they're Catholics,
Mm.
or different things.
Wow, coming from a young person,
Yeah.
Hmm.
It just shows like people are going over and beyond
Yes.
to build their relationship with God.
Yes.
And I think that really helped me being in high school
Mm.
and not really having a cluster of like people from the same church.
Yes.
So yeah, it was hard,
Yeah.
but it wasn't impossible.
From a young person, I think that, because at times as older people, you can just be thinking, oh, my church is the best, you know my church is the best. I come from, like, maybe I'm a Catholic, or I'm that ICOC, or I am from Pentecost and think that you're church. But when you go to school, things you get everyone. And these are all young people that have been born in these homes and these families and these churches. So they kind of didn't have much of a choice. It's because they were born in those families. And so, of course, you've got to live it. I said, this is my daughter and I have breast cancer. How did you discover that your mom has breast cancer? Or how did it even make you feel?
Wow. So I was in Form 3. Okay, so I'm a COVID child. So it was like a mixed up thing. So after Form 1, 2019, COVID hit.
Yes.
When I was just in Form 2. And then 2021, when we went back to school, in 1 year, I was in 2 forms.
Yes.
So I finished Form 2, and in, I would say, August, we
went to Form
we were
3.
now in Form 3. And I think it's like right about that time, that's when you got cancer.
Yes.
And for me, it wasn't really like new seeing you in like the school compound. Like you were here and there popping in. So it was on a Friday. I remember
I can't remember which day it was, and I came to school.
I remember it very clearly. It was on a Friday morning
Mm-hmm.
before we even had assembly.
Yeah.
And we had just finished like our like very fast lesson.
Yeah.
And I was heading back to my class.
Yes.
And then I saw your car and I was like, why are you here? So I kept on just like hovering around the reception and maybe trying to see if I can see you and ask you why you here.
Yeah.
And then so yeah, I headed back to class and then after a few minutes we were in assembly.
Yeah.
So yeah, I saw you by the reception when I was in line.
Yeah.
Because I was a prefect
Yeah.
in high school, so we used to like stand at the very front.
Yes.
I saw you in there and I'm like, why are you here? But you like, we wouldn't make eye contact.
Yes.
So I just waited until the assembly was over and then we went back to class. But I didn't go back to class.
You still were hanging around there to say hi to your mom?
Yeah. Yeah, and then we talked. Did we?
No, we didn't really talk, because I think maybe one of the prefects came to call you, probably. I can't remember.
Oh yeah. So we started on the maths lesson, and then a prefect came in and she was like, oh Emma, you're being called. Yeah, and then I was let known that blah blah blah, I'm going home. And then we popped into the car and so I was questioning like, why are you here? I was in the zone. I was studying, like, I'm not thinking of home in any way. And then here you are,
and then you're not the kind. I wouldn't like come and pick you for a wedding, as in those sort of things that,
no, I missed my cousin's wedding, so I knew for a fact there's no way
your mom can be picking you up to go to attend a wedding.
No way.
Or a party at home.
So yeah, tukaingia kwa gari and then tukakaa, mi niko hapo, I'm like, what's the problem?
Yeah.
And then you had this like calm but still like shaky face. And I was like, tell me.
Yeah.
So yeah, you broke the news and you were like, yeah, I got cancer. And I think it was earlier that week that you got the news that you had cancer. And you were like, oh yeah, I just wanted to let you know so that when you're coming for like half term or school break, you just don't get the news. You wanted to like do it firsthand. And I really appreciated that.
Wow.
So yeah, we went home after that. So yeah, you told me.
As in I had, and as in, because at times people choose to, like I would have said with this news, and then probably you come home and tell, as in, how did it have made you feel if I waited, like maybe not tell you, maybe you're coming back home, how would it have made you feel?
Like not part of the family.
Mm-hmm.
and feel like you don't trust me.
Oh, just look at that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that you were able to like tell me,
Mm-hmm.
despite of me being in like boarding school,
Yes.
that really, I feel like it was like a foundation to our friendship
You
as
felt
well.
included in
Yeah,
whatever, it doesn't matter if
yeah.
it's good things or bad things happening, that you're part of it. I know, as in, that is, to be honest, I know I struggled with that. I struggled with it. Not because at times people would tell me, "Oh, she's about to do exams." As in, that went some. As in, as I was talking to some of my friends, like, no, she's doing her exams. Let her just. There's no point telling her. She'll panic. But I, of course, felt that we've got to walk the journey together as a
Yeah.
family. And everyone needed to know, so that you feel included. You don't want to, so that even if we're crying together. If we're laughing together, and move on with our journey. And I thank God that I was able to do it. And also, really, I appreciate McKenna that you felt that way and you took it positively, because then it would have broken you. And then, of course, your mom went on to, as in, to let the whole school know.
Oh,
Oh, to let the whole school know that your mom has breast cancer, and how support did you feel? Was that something that made you feel supported, or was it invasion of privacy, or what?
I want to take you back a little bit. So
Yeah.
after you told me,
Mm,
we went home.
mm,
It didn't really like click in my head
mm.
that yeah, like cancer. You know, people die with this. So yeah, I was just like, so I'm going home eating food, home food, I'm not going to be washing my clothes.
It was an
Um,
outing. You've gone
yeah, it
home.
was just like that was what was running in my mind.
Mm,
We went home and
mm,
then that whole weekend people are just with you and
mm,
supporting you
mm,
and coming over.
mm,
And then when I went back to school on Monday, that's when it like really hit me.
mhm.
And Monday was like I will say the worst days in high school because
Oh.
I was like it now started to like come back to me and I'm like she has cancer. That means she can die.
Oh.
You know. And when like afterwards, I think when you came to share that was like after midterm, something
Yes.
like that.
Mm,
When you came to share in school,
mm.
some part of me was kind of like angry
Yeah.
that you shared because I was like, I'm just gonna keep this a secret,
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, yeah, and maybe just like a very small amount of people that will know that yeah, this is what's going on, or
Yeah.
even just the teachers.
Mm.
But another part of me was like very encouraged
Yeah.
because it was more of like cancer awareness
Mhm.
and showcasing it to people.
Mhm.
You were not like taking it as a taboo that you
Mhm.
have cancer and this is something that should be kept in, like how in I would say in Kenya or even in Africa
Mm.
we place things like
Mm.
disabilities like a taboo.
Yeah.
Um so yeah.
Because for me at that point, what prompted me to, as in, to really to share that point, I felt that if I if no one knows, especially in school, then you're not going to get the support, because I will not be in school, I will not be around you all the time. And if, because at times when you have some news in your heart or secret that you have, and at times you're in school, maybe you feel like crying, you're low, and nobody else knows. It means probably the teachers are thinking, oh, this teenager is now, why are you crying every time? Because if nobody knew what you were going through, then you don't get the support. And so I felt, for you're going to be in school longer, you'll be away from me. So you needed a support system
Mm.
that knew exactly what you're going through, so that if you feel like crying, you can run to a teacher and cry. Even the other students can know, can, when they see you, they can be able to support you and open, maybe also helps open up. Some people also have parents who are going through situations, they have aunties, they have siblings. I felt probably that will form a network or people to be able to open up, to talk about this freely, and for you not to feel like you're alone in that space. Because for sure, to be honest, this was really new. I also did not know how long I was going to live. As in, I didn't know because it was news. Yes, I really focused on wanting to live, but I didn't know what could happen. So in that case, I felt that I need to be able to put you in a space where you can get all the support. People can understand what you're going through. Even if you're crying, no one is going to wonder why you're crying, because again, you are a strong girl. And at times, your even your performance can dip because of things you're going through. But if nobody understands why that dip, then they cannot support you. Maybe even how you're outgoing there, because you are prefect at that point. And at times, a lot of other things can be expected from you. So I needed for you to be in a situation where you can be supported. But of course, that a lot of other things came up. As in, before I knew it, McKenna is as in, because I was just even looking at the photos yesterday and saying, just to think about the same time that you started crotcheting. No, you had been crotcheting before in 2020.
Yeah.
That's when you started crotcheting. So I think then, how did this now bring more energy? Because you did more, a lot more.
Actually, crocheting didn't really start in 2020. It just picked up in 2020.
Mm-hmm.
It was like maybe in 2019
Mm-hmm.
or 2018. That's when I like took up my first crochet.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, after you broke the news, I don't know. Um, I think maybe it was just like a plot twist. Um,
Yeah.
after I've become like people know me more,
Yeah.
it was like a soft launch
Mm-hmm.
to yeah, starting my own club in school,
Mm-hmm.
which was crocheting.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, which really picked up really well.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, people loved it. It was just like meditation for them,
Mm-hmm.
trying to relax and get your mind off of like books, because in boarding school it's just all about books, 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 books.
Yeah.
So
Yes, because I remember you also had a sale of items, and one thing is that also the school really supported you at that point in whatever you were doing, as in, apart from just as in the cancer story, but even the project that you were doing, like crocheting. The parents, the teachers supported. Some probably did not even know what you're doing this for a cause, but they supported the fact that you're coming out to express yourself. And I'm sure that also helped other students express themselves. But I think for me, what was really profound is when you made for me the breast. I I don't know what it made you feel, but because you made for me a breast because I didn't have a prosthesis, but also the fact that you went on to make not just for me, but for many other women who benefited from the prosthesis that you made. I don't know, how did that really impact you and make you feel?
yeah, just starting off from like high school.
Hmm.
Shout out to Nembu girls.
Oh yes,
Right
Nembugas
now it's
to the
being called
world.
St. Clair Nembu girls.
Yes.
Shout out to that school in
Yeah.
Dagoretti,
Yeah.
for really supporting me.
Mm.
I think that was just like a stepping stone
Mm-hmm.
to even starting off making the prosthetic boobs.
Mm.
And after I made you one,
Mm.
and you were like, "Oh yeah, there's so many people who are struggling
Yeah. Because for many, as in I was
with yeah."
even for me at that point, I didn't know where I would ever get it. And that you even thought about it, I'm like, oh my God, how did she even think about it?
I don't even know how I got to. I don't know. Maybe it just popped up because I was crocheting so much at that time.
Yeah.
It popped up.
Yeah.
But yeah, after making you one, like realizing that there are so many, cancer warriors
Mm.
who are also struggling
Mm.
with the confidence or
Yeah.
the boost back.
Mm.
And yeah, that really prompted me to just make more,
Yeah.
to just support, and yeah, be a helping hand to another sister, another woman.
That
Eh,
was really, to be honest, just know, McKenna, that you changed a lot of lives. You impacted women, you impacted the society. As in, just imagine the ones we gave to Embu Hospital, Kijabe Hospital, the other women that came in the hospital, Kenyatta Hospital, Nairobi Hospital, and just just thinking about one small thing that you did that impacted the world was, sometimes we don't even think about things we do, how it's going to change someone's life. And for me, I think I keep thinking about that every time, that yes, me getting breast cancer made no McKenna impact the world in a big way. You may not even really think about it now, but you impacted so many people. As in, I get messages over and over, people that are really, as in, appreciate that they got a breast, they got a life, they got, they now they have confidence, they gain confidence. That was really something. And so, did all these things like even make you feel a stronger person? Did it, like, especially like your personality? I remember, McKenna, let me just take you back. Like, in at some point, you really used to struggle with English. Remember?
Them days.
As in, we would go for, as in, reading the Bible. She would have, just tell, as in, how did that make you feel? Taking you back.
So yeah, my mom is trying to shame me
No,
here,
Amasia.
but but yeah, like when I was in class 3, that is like 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, my English was not the
Hmm.
best. Um,
Of course, as in, many people at class 3 will not be doing that. But anyway, maybe in your time, as in, for
yeah,
me, I was in class
maybe.
5 and I couldn't speak one in English anyway.
Yeah, so but I think even the impact of like when I changed school, that helped a lot.
Yeah.
But the whole process of like you getting cancer,
Mm,
to me starting my own club,
mm,
to helping out, other women,
mm.
that really like boosted my confidence,
Yes.
because in a way it showed that like I'm important.
Mm-hmm.
In a way it showed that God's purpose is being seen
Mm-hmm.
in the things I'm doing.
Wow. Wow.
And yeah, it just proved that my identity in Christ is there.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, and that's something that I would really want to keep on doing.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, just getting the support from the community to even just like teach it, like have crochet clubs
Uh-huh.
in different schools.
Yes, because that really helps. I think also help the confidence of many, helps in the confidence of the other, as in the student, the school. They just start, people get an identity of sort, by being able to create something on their own. And I would say, McKenna, even for the time that we've moved to the UK, as in seeing your confidence grow. You used to struggle even times with making friends, and you'd feel like you really, where do I belong? How do I make friends? But you are a go-getter. You
Mm,
have most, as in, you've been able to participate in many events, participate in, as in, go visit people because you've asked. You have put yourself at the front. And that is also one of the things that challenge me, that what I need to do is ask. There are people that are willing to offer. And so, how as even moving to UK now, looking at yourself, how has it impacted your confidence?
um I will say this attribute, I've gained it from you.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Like
thank
just,
you.
yeah, just asking,
Mm,
like just seeing it when you were, like when you got diagnosed
mm,
with cancer,
mm.
and you just told people, like people are like, how are you telling, how are you telling the world
Yeah.
that you have this,
Yeah.
this is not supposed to be,
Mm,
in some sense it's not supposed to be told out there,
mm.
but you told people,
Mm.
and through telling them you are able to get the support that you needed.
Yeah.
Maybe through people just coming to visit you,
Mhm.
maybe even just people taking like us, like me and Abigail, um out to spend time with them, with
Yeah.
family,
Mm.
things like that. So yeah, coming to the UK, it just like opened my eyes to know that I need to ask,
Yes.
and asking in the sense that I am ready to do it,
Yes.
not just asking and then backing off.
Mm-hmm.
um, because I've been able to experience great opportunities with just asking.
Mm-hmm.
and knowing that asking doesn't mean you don't know,
Yeah.
it just means you want to know.
Wow, that is
Um,
profound. Yes.
yeah, so yeah, it's just really helped me with my confidence as well,
Mm,
um, my identity,
mm,
even my society,
mm,
like my social being as well.
mm.
Um, because in a country where we have not been born here,
Yeah.
people who live here already have friends and relationships established.
Yes.
So I really had to make the effort to put myself out there
Yeah.
to be able to grow
Mm.
and make friends.
Yeah, that's true. I've seen you put yourself at the front. Someone like even in church will ask who can do it, and McKenna doesn't know, but she just put her hand up, and she will learn from there. And I think that was a lot of confidence, McKenna. You've really done so much. And so, with of course moving to UK, there's been meaning keeping it up with family and as in family back home and friends because you had friends anyway. How have you? What do you do? What are you learning? How are you managing it?
Um, Honestly, thank you so much for like my extended and nuclear family.
Mm-hmm,
I feel like the bond that we created when I was back in Kenya
mm-hmm,
was a great foundation
mm-hmm.
to even us still staying connected even
Yes.
while I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I would say connection is both ways.
Yeah.
It's not just me putting in and like maybe calling people or texting people, but also seeing it with them as well.
Mm-hmm.
And that shows that they value you
Mm.
and they want to keep the light burning.
Yes.
But also something that you say a lot is where if it makes you happy, do it.
Yes.
Um and just seeing that for you, if like you've missed someone and you want to talk to them, you call them.
Yes.
And I'm learning from that as
Mm,
well, because it's not really easy to keep up with like friendships back at home.
mm,
And sometimes I'll be like, yeah, they didn't call me so I won't call,
mm,
but then it's not making me happy
mm,
if we're not talking.
mm,
So I have to make the effort
mm-hmm.
kuwapigia
Yeah.
and yeah, to keep our friendship going.
Mm. It's nice to, as yeah, family friendship is about really, yes, it's two-way, but you only have your way. As much as you're expecting it to run, that person to run, you have your power to run it from your side. So if you want to talk to someone, just call them. You don't because maybe probably they didn't feel like talking to you, but you feel like talking to them. So build yourself, build friendships, and as in that is what I run with every other time. And knowing that you're still keeping up with friends who you had back home, you've made new friends here, keeping up with family, extended family, as in keep talking and the conversations going on. And so, McKenna, what one of the events, apart from like even like the breast cancer story, but even in the number of years that you've been in this life, what is one event that has changed your life? Like you say, this has shaken me or has changed my life in a good way. Do you have any?
Yeah, getting baptized,
Wow. Mm-hmm.
that has changed me a
Mm-hmm.
lot.
Mm-hmm.
I really can't picture myself without the church,
Yes.
without my conviction
Mm-hmm.
in God.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Something else is us moving to the UK.
Yes.
That yeah, that's like a whole 180. Like packing your whole life
Yeah.
in two suitcases of like 46 kgs.
Yes. And
That
remember,
was
it's not
such a
46.
struggle.
Remember, 40, as in 123 is food that you're coming to bring for your to
Yeah,
your mom. Packing
yeah,
it
that
in
was
20 kgs of your life.
yeah, that was tough.
Hmm.
Like you're weighing your suitcase, you're and weighing it, you're yeah. I truly respect the people who have moved countries and
Yeah.
just relocated.
Wow.
Um yeah, I would say those are like the very big things that have happened
Hmm.
that have changed my life in a good way.
Yeah.
I would say even joining college as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm.
That has
I
given
know you
me
struggle with that
more.
about thinking, oh, I don't have friends. How do I make friends? And I remember telling you, just be, just be.
Yeah. But it was such a while.
Yeah,
I took like a whole year before joining
yeah.
in school.
Mm.
And I was like seeing my sister going to school every day
Mm.
and I'm just working. I was just feeling very disconnected.
Yeah.
But when I was able to join college,
Mm-hmm.
um, I was able to connect,
Mm-hmm.
um, and even just like that exposure
Mm-hmm.
of seeing that there are so many courses and like careers that you can do,
Mm-hmm.
and not just like the typical kukua daktari, kukua engineer, kukua pilot type of thing that you see like in Kenya,
Mm.
but more so just you choosing your own route that you want to choose
Mm-hmm.
for you.
Mm.
So, yeah. And I am looking forward to many, many more life changing
Yes.
experiences.
Yeah. Wow. Thank you so much, McKenna. We really appreciate. I'm sure we've learned a lot. Hanging out together. We have a lot more. There are many more stories. This live unscripted. There's much more we'll be talking about.
Mm.
So keep it here. And of course, before we leave, I will say please follow, like, share, comment. Let me hear what you're learning, what you want us to talk a lot more about. If there's something that you want us to talk about, tell us or tell me. And please, I also apologize. I know this is not yet perfect. There'll be enough, things that you probably don't like. We're moving on. We will get better as we move on. But thank you so much for the support. For this far, we have gotten in these you people listening and being there. I really appreciate. Thank you so much, McKenna. Your lasting parting shot.
Um, Support my mom, share it out, and yeah, to just believe in yourself
Mhm.
and keep doing what you love.
Thank you so much. So we see you next time. Thank you so much. Bye bye from us.